Chris, I'm just curious. I know everybody focuses on game one and game four of a series, but you guys have been here before back in 2017 when you had a chance to go up 2-0. How important is it to win tonight to really solidify your standing in the series?
Yeah, they're all important. I think going up 2-0 as opposed to 1-1, it's obviously a huge difference. We really just want to keep the momentum on our side. We've been playing really good baseball lately, and we want to keep that going.
What's been the difference from after game four to where you guys are now as an offense?
I think just top to bottom, we're doing the little things. We're taking what they give us. It's not all for the long ball, obviously. With our hitters, we're gonna run into a couple, but I think we're taking our singles and working the counts, getting guys on base more consistently.
Thank you.
Alana?
CT, what has impressed you the most about the style of baseball that you guys have played as of late? You're always talking about you're playing a good brand of baseball. What's impressed you the most overall?
Just I think on all sides of the ball, defensively, I think we've been outstanding. Our pitching's been huge for us, from the starters to the bullpen. Once we get a lead, they've held it, and then, or if we fall behind, they've kept it there and allowed us to have some big comebacks. Offensively, I think we're putting together good at bats. So, really, we're just playing good baseball on all sides of the ball right now.
With this park in particular, Chris, there's not a ton of foul territory in it. It's not a park that has had a lot of play on this surface. Is the warning track dirt here, and of course I'm speaking in regards to that turned ankle, is it pretty packed, or is it still a bit of loose gravel? I know that Corey's run into some things as well.
Yeah, I don't know if that had any impact on me turning the ankle. It's kind of a weird play where my momentum was taking me towards the wall and I was trying to plant and throw. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. It is a little, a little looser dirt than normal, but I'm not sure that had an impact on the ankle.
Okay, thank you.
Eric?
Chris, the day you injured that ankle after the game, Dave Roberts mentioned that you thought you might have heard a pop. Was it less serious than you initially thought it was after you got diagnosed and treated?
Yeah, in the moment, it really scared me. I'd never sprained my ankle before. So, yeah, I heard the pop and, I obviously didn't feel good. So initially, I immediately thought the worst. And then, once I put some weight on it, I was like pleasantly surprised that it wasn't as bad as I thought it was initially. So, yeah, and then, I was still worried it was going to blow up. It swelled up a little bit, which made the next 24 hours difficult. But I was able to do some things in the training room and thankfully have a quick recovery and only missed the one game.
Thanks.
Jorge?
Hey, Chris, you mentioned just the offense being a little different, doing things differently, not just, hitting home runs. I'm just wondering how much did last year's loss to Washington impact that thinking, that process, and how has that process gone in sort of instilling that throughout the team?
To be honest with you, I don't think that's really had an impact on this year's playoffs. I think we're just trying to play baseball the way we have been all season, and that's all the things we've talked about. Playing the game the right way, having good at bats, last year we ran into a really good Nationals team, and it happened to be in the first round, and they were hot at the end of the year, and it was a hard fought series, and they came out on top, and credit to them. They made an incredible run there. But this is a new year, and we feel really good about this team, and we love where we are right now.
Thank you.
Adam McCalvey.
Chris, having watched Walker Buehler's entire big league career, what stands out to you about his evolution?
Yeah, I think the stuff speaks for itself, but just his mentality out on the mound, he's the guy you want out there in those big moments, and he embraces those moments, and there's definitely no lack of confidence. So come October, I think you need a little of that mentality, that killer instinct, and that I think that's what separates him from a lot of the pitchers in this league.
Ken Gernick.
Chris, the walk isn't very exciting to a lot of fans, but every big inning you guys have had seems to have one or two of them. If you were to explain to the casual fan why it is so important from an offensive player's viewpoint, how would you explain it?
Yeah, I mean, really, it's just about getting base runners, whether that's a hit or a walk. I think it puts pressure on the pitchers. They have something else to worry about. I think they're more likely to make a mistake if you can work counts and get that pitch count up. And Cody had a huge at bat last night where he had like a 10-11 pitch at bat and then popped up, but he was able to wear the pitcher down, and first pitch to me, he left one out over the plate for me to hit. So it's just about passing it down the line, and the more pitches you can get those guys to throw, the more likely they are to make mistakes.
Thanks.
Bill.
Chris, the Dodgers have a well-earned reputation for picking up guys who may not have been as successful in previous stops and come to LA, and they certainly turn out as great players, whether it's technology or analytics or coaching. I wonder, in your case, is there something specific the Dodgers were able to do to get your career on a better course, or was it more just a matter of more playing time?
I think it's a combination of things. I think they do a great job here of making players comfortable with who they are. From the moment I got into this organization, I felt like I could play free and be myself and play with confidence. And then also the developmental side has been outstanding. I've spoken multiple times about what our hitting coach, Robin Skoyak, has done for me, and helped me make some mechanical changes before 2017 when I had my breakout year. So personally, that was probably the biggest thing for me. But there's been so many guys that have come in here, and I think they just sometimes you just need to change the scenery and come in here on such a good team with some veteran guys. I think they do a good job of letting guys be themselves, and that's when we're able to play our best.
Okay, we'll take one more. Ron.
Yeah, Chris. Yesterday, Belly said he thinks that Mookie raises everybody's game. Do you feel the same way? And is there anything in particular that he has done to raise your game?
Yeah, Mookie's a winning baseball player. There's a lot of superstars out there, but I think some are ingrained to all they want to do is win, and they'll do whatever it takes. And I think Mookie's one of those guys. From his base running, that's where you see guys that are really committed, and they do the little things on the bases. That's a sign of a winning baseball player right there. And then in the clubhouse, in the team meetings. He's always engaged. He's always locked in. You know, the things he says, you know, you can tell he's a natural leader, and, you know, really just being able to play with him and learn from him by watching him has been huge for me.
Thank you.